Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. We're trying out this new SkipAce Guillotine Draft this week. So we got Jasan, Jaimen, Alex, Corey, Randy, Evan, Tim, Kristen, and Mikey Bottlez. Let's start off with putting leagues. Randy, where's your name in all these season-ending leaderboards for the 9-pin league?
Probably one stroke outside of cash is basically how my season went. I'm trying to pull up that spreadsheet, but Mark is the spreadsheet guy, I'm going to be honest. So it's way back in my sheets.
Looks like you did place in week 7.
Yeah, my final week was maybe my best, maybe one stroke off my best. Which is funny. I think might be my first one all the way back in November. I tied for first and then basically missed cash the whole season by just a little bit and then finished strong. So it's good though. It felt good to finish well.
Nice. I thought you were going to say, well, I help set it up so I don't actually compete or something like that. Because like I said.
No, I'm trying. Some of those weeks we do have the kids with us and it can be a little distracting, but it's fine.
How was it this past week?
It was good. We had to bring the ace inside because of all the ice and snow. The back parking lot was basically unusable. So we did an ace pot inside with a mini basket. It's like 2.5 feet tall. So it's not teeny tiny. It's like made for catching actual minis. I think the throw was like 60 to 70 feet. And that was kind of station 1 where we normally have station 1 because it's kind of the longest space we had. So people wouldn't be throwing it at other people either. So it's kind of the only contained area. So kind of backwards from a normal ace pot throw off, you're doing it first thing on your lap through. I think it got hit twice. And of course, I hit it on my like 8th or 9th try in setup. So did not hit it when it mattered. But hey, at least I knew someone could hit it.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Jeske and Chris Myers split the $63 ace pot.
But it was fun to chuck a mini if you haven't done it before. It's fun to try and actually be accurate with it. But yeah, because of that, we had reduced space inside for the other stations. So the stations were a little bit shorter. It kind of felt right, though, to have the final week be a little bit easier with shorter putts, which definitely set up well for some of the more practiced putters. Just everything being more to that like 20-foot range instead of 30 made it easier to rack up some more points.
Nice. Tim, you played as well, right?
Sure did.
How'd you do?
I did all right. Started off pretty poorly. I think that mini throw really threw me to start with. And then going in like the first putt's like 15 feet. So, of course, I missed both of those. But after that, I kind of found it. Playing with the kids was fun. My son actually came out this time since it was a holiday. I didn't have to go into the office. So I brought him with us and he had a blast as usual, just throwing discs. But he got probably closer than he's ever been to making a putt. So that was pretty cool to see.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was a good round.
Speaking of coming close to making putts, Evan, did you play?
I did, actually.
The transitions are really starting to improve.
Segue was icy. Randy's right, though. That turned out to be my highest score, I think, for the season. So the closer baskets definitely helped. My daughter won a free beer again, which is exciting because she's 8.
Yeah.
So apparently the secret formula there is the lowest unique score. So she had another 1-putt week. I think she finished with 6 for the season, and Brian Monahan's daughter finished with 7. So they both had a great time, and it was back and forth between the two of them. It was a lot of fun.
So did she end up the season with more prizes than you?
She did win those 2, yeah. And I don't remember if I did hit an ace at 9-pin, but it might have been the previous season. So I think she probably did come out ahead of me in this one.
Yeah, I think it was like second week last season, that you hit that.
For the mini ace run, I found that the MVP minis with the gyro rim were pretty good. I didn't hit it, but I was very close on probably at least half my throws.
All right. From Mark Bryan, the final night of 9-pin Indoor Putting League Spring 2025 season is in the books. 70 players on our final night saw some of our hottest scores of the year, likely due to the mad dash for the coveted physical prizes at stake. Week 7 results. In the non-paid league, Mark Knopf came in 3rd place with 18 points, Mark Bryan in 2nd with 19, and in 1st place, winner of the free flight with 21 points, Branden Cline. Over in the paid league, we had a tie for 5th place with 20 points, each receiving $10. That was Benji Farrell and, as we mentioned previously, Randy Bemis. There was a tie for 2nd with 21 points. They each got $20. That is Ryan Squared, Ryan Martin, and Ryan Jeske. And your winner with 23 points, taking home $35, correspondent Joe Karen. In the overall standings, in the non-paid league, in 3rd place, there was a tie between Kathleen Bemis and Mark Bryan. In 2nd place, Matt Knopf, and your winner, Noodle Arm Branden Cline. In the pro division, Kyle Moore came in third place, correspondent Joe Karen in second, and your winner for the 9-Pin Cider Indoor Putting League Spring 2025 season, Nicholas Cardone. Mark Bryan goes on to say, as always, I want to thank the incredible team at 9-Pin Cider who are always warm and welcoming on these chilly Monday nights. Also, thank you to everyone who makes it happen, Randy Bemis, Sean Dollard, and Adam Nelson for setting up and breaking down every week. If there's any particularly difficult or crazy setup you didn't like, blame them. I'm just the spreadsheet guy. We hope to see you all again in the fall. Until then, don't forget DisCap has a ton of spring and summer leagues on every night of the week in and around the capital region. See you on the course. Over in the Melvin Throws Putting League, looks like Blaine, Iron Diasman Dryza, and Steve M. came in third place, getting 10 points each. Chad M. and Joe P. came in second. They got $12 and 12 points. And your winners with 14 points, the payout of $44, Sam Richter and Robbie H. The overall standings, there's a tie for sixth place with 40 points between Travis Basher and Joe Jaskolka. Mark Ox in fifth with 42 points. Steve M. in fourth place with 46 points. Robbie H. in third place with 64 points. The Tower Power Jason Gorsage is in second with 66 points. And your leader with 80 points with 1 week of normal play left, Sam Richter. It looks like Kendi Lee won the swag box poll, and Blaine Iron Diasman Dryza may or may not have won the $30 50-50. Corey, what's the news with J Park Dubs this year?
Yeah, so we're basically doing the same thing as last year for the most part. We're doing, I think I said 28 weeks, top 20 count. We're starting on the 18th of March, which is the second Tuesday after the time change. That first Tuesday, we'll do like some impromptu dubs or, some off-season dubs. But the biggest difference is this year, I kind of talked about it previously, but we're bringing the pools back, kind of. Previously, there was ABC pools and A and C players got matched up together. Typically, this year, what I'm going to do is there's going to be AB pools, which the goal is to not have A players teamed up together. So those are like your 930 plus guys or whoever I feel is an A player at J Park, but typically 930 plus.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I might actually come out this year.
Oh, for that reason, I'll have to mark you in the, whatever that column is.
Well, here's the thing. It's not even about me so much as if I show up and you get me. I kind of just blew your shot. Jason and Jaimen are partners on the other card. You know what I mean? That's not fair to you. You're basically saddled with me. If everybody gets a B player, then,
Yeah, and I'd still lean towards the fact that dub's supposed to be fun anyways. If there's someone that is like, oh, I got to come down and play with a C player, then maybe you shouldn't come at all then. But it could get old after a while, for sure. So it'll probably still come down to numbers, how much it really comes into play. But
yeah, if you've got 3 players left and all 3 of them are A's, one's going to get Cali. The other 2 are probably going to have to play together. So
yeah, 15 people show up and, 5 of them are me, Chad Larson, Justin Mucelli, I don't know, Jason Lasasso, and somebody else. Like, you probably wouldn't want to have just a bunch of power teams or kind of spread it out a little bit more.
I always feel like dubs is a week-to-week thing anyway, as far as that kind of stuff. But
yeah, the biggest thing is it's already coming up quick, and it's kind of weird to think about starting dubs when there's, we're still getting snow and stuff. But it'll be interesting to see how those first couple of dubs weeks are in the middle of March or the end of March.
Yeah, I hear there's supposed to be another storm coming in the next few days. I don't know if that's just here or...
Yeah.
Corey, can I request a D pool?
Listen, I think 3 pools was enough before, but...
No, I think the AB is a good compromise.
Yeah.
We'll see, of course, but... Because that's a long drive for me, so getting stuck with somebody who's not going to be happy that they're playing with me, it does not sound like a fun time. And I'm not trying to make it all about me, but for me, it is all, I'm the only one I can really... I have to drive it twice. All right, so the DisCap Monthly was at Thatcher. Mark Bryan posted, thanks to all 18 brave souls for coming out to today's DisCap Monthly. A ton of ice led to some crazy skips and slides for both discs and players. An extra thank you to Sean Dollard and Christopher Evan Chuck for showing up early and helping with some setup. All players played AM. Randy, all players played AM. Weren't you there?
I was. I showed up right before we were supposed to tee off, and Mark was basically like, hey, you're the only pro that showed up, and I didn't really have a response to that. And he was like, just play AM. It's fine. So I did. I don't know. The only other option, I guess, would have just been to play a casual round, but I don't know. Whatever.
That was on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
How was the course?
Icy.
It was a sheet of ice. Some spots with the snowdrift, like a foot of snow underneath. Me being pretty heavy. I was able to walk on top of it about 50% of the time, I would guess. Like, that's how thick the ice was on top
Was
of
it a
the
wake-up
snow.
call?
It held me about the same amount of time for some weird reason that I can't figure out.
Something to do with surface area.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was fun scooting around. We started on kind of the furthest away. We started on hole 12. So we played at least, 12 through 18 without anyone making footprints for us. So that was pretty rough. And then once we got to the front 9, you could follow other people's steps and not have to worry about, crashing through the ice as long as you kind of threw it in the right direction. So I don't know. It was fun. You had to figure out pretty quick that things were going to skip and slide pretty far. And layups were dicey.
Evan, you said you were there as well?
I did. And I got to play with Randy, actually. And it was, as he said, very icy, trudging through that crust layer with, at least a foot of snow underneath was very physically taxing. But it was sunny and spirits were high. Randy mentioned that he did show up right before we teed off. Why was that, Randy? Why were you running late that morning?
All right, so me and Kat were doing a 1,000-piece puzzle, and I kind of wasn't allowed to leave the house until it was done. I had like an alarm set and everything to give myself like 30 minutes, 20 minutes to get ready and leave on time. And I just like snoozed it because we only had a handful of pieces left. And then I started driving with, negative 5 minutes to get there on time. So, told Mark he didn't start without me. He's very nice.
We did wait for Randy, and it would be easy to bag on Randy for playing AM, but if he had played pro, he would have just gotten his own money back and essentially played for nothing. So he kind of put his $10 on the line against, all the other AMs that were out there.
That's kind of why I asked about the course conditions. That's the type of course conditions. If I have like a match or if there's a monthly or something like that, yeah, I'm going, but not for a casual round.
But Randy also did not bring his tag to the monthly. I got to call that out. Although he would have kept it. He would have kept his own tag, but you got to bring your tag to the monthly.
Yeah. So we were playing the short layout. So I only needed a handful of discs. So I brought my satchel bag, and of course it's not attached to that bag. So
how many discs?
7, I think. 7 or 8.
Were they all unique discs, or were there any duplicates?
No duplicates. I definitely had a destroyer in there that I never threw, though.
Whoa, a destroyer at Thatcher? No wonder why you were playing AM. Am I right?
Thatcher white tees, no less.
Thatcher white tees.
Oh, yeah.
That grab bag is set up to kind of just play any course. So it had a few high-speed drivers in it, like 2 of them, which I didn't use. But it was still fun. It was good.
Corey, what was that disc Jaimen yelled about? Who's throwing this disc at this?
It was a monster. Yeah, a monster at a ace throw off that was like 120 feet at Central Park.
Still a bad idea.
Oh yeah, I forgot Jaimen's here. Oh yeah, you can know that story.
If any of you saw Randy's video that he posted, I had a brief cameo, but that showed you how icy it was as you watched Dennis Daly slide and tumble down the hill behind the, I guess what's now hole 8 by the parking lot. We started on, what he said, we started on 12. I definitely brought way too many discs and my bag was way too heavy for what we had to face. I wish I'd brought a satchel bag too. Didn't really play my best golf ever, but it was tough out there. I did get a birdie on hole 10 with a nice hyzer flip up the middle. But other than that, not a very remarkable round. And I left with a higher tag than I came in. So not great.
How many matches are you up to now?
Let's see. That was number 12, but I also played 2 yesterday. So I've got 14 for the year.
All right. Do you know if you're in the lead? I know you weren't last time.
Yeah, everybody else has been slacking off. So I've jumped ahead a little bit. And I'm on pace right now for 93 matches if I can keep this going.
All right.
2 months in almost, and pretty good.
All right. So 5th place had Mike Warner. Not to point out Mark's mistakes, but there are more than one Mike Warner. I'm assuming lefty Mike Warner. Do we know?
No, it was righty Mike Warner.
Oh, okay.
Highland Mike Warner.
He came in 5th, a tie for 2nd. David Herodes, Terry Hudson, and Branden Cline. And your winner, Randy. So how was your round?
It was fun. Showed up, like I said, a little late. Didn't warm up at all. I think my 2nd and 3rd hole were the first holes with trees on them, and I hit them. So I was 2 over after 3 holes and thinking it was not going to be a good day. But then remembered it was Thatcher whites and remembered how to putt and throw. So I went on like a 5 birdie streak after that. Really mellowed out, figured out how to play on the ice and stuff. Had a few cool layups knowing that laying up onto like a sheet of ice is tough So on one hole, I actually took a Firebird out from like 40 feet away and just like spiked it into the crust down by the basket. And that actually worked, because if it didn't, it would have been a nightmare. And then with, I think, 3 holes left, I checked the scores, and it was up 2. And we were out in the open. It was starting to get windy. So laid up, like a 25-footer to not risk having a crazy slide away, blow away, whatever. So 2 holes left, 2 up still. And we're playing this basket that's on like a slight mound. Your disc would slide away in any direction. So I threw my tee shot, figuring out how to lay up onto this mound. I lay up, I leave it like 13 feet short. I've been banging those putts all day. Go up there, let the putt go. It hits the right side, does that 50-50, hit the cage, flops out, slides 40 feet away. Actually ran that 40-footer because I didn't know how to lay up from that side of the basket, and somehow hit the cage and it stopped dead where it landed. So it took a double on that, and all of a sudden I'm now tied with 1 hole left. And the final hole, I did not even know it was a par 4. It's kind of a tweener for sure. Through my tee shot, it was a little rough, honestly. Had a pretty rough layup look with a bunch of branches in my way, laid up to like 25 feet, took my sweet time, made that 25-footer, thinking I had just saved for a tie. And then when Evan was putting the scores in, it was a par 4. So that actually gave me a birdie, and I snuck back into the lead with that one.
I'd just like to add that the hole Randy double bogeyed was the only hole I birdied all day.
You did good, Evan.
Thanks, Randy. I was really, really happy with that shot.
Randy and Corey, can I get you guys to sign in to the draft thingy?
Ooh, did you send a link?
Yeah, but I think I can.
I can scroll up. It's not a big deal.
There's a code to join.
Yeah.
Oh, that like alpha. No, you said AVR names.
Yeah.
Said,
AN5E AVR Nomad, as Jaimen said, double bogey Eagle. Mike, are you going to be doing league this year?
I mean, as much as I can. My schedule's kind of all over the place. Some things going on. I wasn't really able to do the last few weeks of like tag league. It was kind of like here and there, and kind of see what I could do. And Evan, that's actually why you won this year with tags, because I didn't play a tag match for the last 3 months of the year. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
No, that's good. I have the draft set for 8:15, but there's no time limit on it, so we don't have to start right then, because I do want to talk about the DisCaptains were at Tank. Is that correct, Jaimen?
Yep.
Where's Tank?
They play out of Oak Crest Cove, which is in Massachusetts on the Cape.
Randy, that's near where you're from, right?
That is.
Okay.
Actually, can I ask, did any of you guys go Candlepin bowling on this trip?
Hell yeah, we did.
Oh, let's go.
Yep.
I'll let you talk about it later, though.
I need to do that. That sounds amazing.
Yep. Super fun.
How'd it go, Jaimen?
It was a good match. Oak Crest Cove, as I found out, is a very long and very challenging course. Anytime I go play a new course, I get a little bit nervous. I feel like a lot of times there's a lot of not great courses going in. I was like really impressed by this course, though. It was just very clear that the design was really well thought out. Really fun lines all over the place. It's a very, very long course, which I wasn't really expecting with New England Team Challenge, but it was fun. I really liked the course. So I got there on Friday, played a couple of rounds. So as far as the actual match was concerned, the team we're playing was Tank. They are a team that just shot straight out of the play-in pool and has moved up every single year, probably not lost more than a handful of matches. They have one loss this year to the same team that we had lost to at that team's course, which was Devil's Grove. They're a really strong team. They've got a really, really solid group of players out there. They've got Dylan Capiccioli, who's, since all the Pro Tour guys keep leaving Massachusetts, is now the highest rated player in the state. And then they have 2 or 3 other guys that are not far behind him either. And then after that, they've just got a stable of 970 and 960 rated guys. So they're a very tough team, and they proved why they're a really tough team. I thought our matchups went pretty well, but they just outplayed us throughout the day, basically at every turn. There was a couple of really good wins out there. Kyle Hirsch has made a little bit of a name for himself on the New England Team Challenge page because he did beat Dylan in singles. So a lot of people were like, who the hell is this guy? Because nobody knows Kyle yet. But yeah, overall, it was just a really tough match for our team. I think everybody had a good time. The other team was nice, but they're just super strong, and kind of running into that wall after having a great start to the season was a little bit more of a surprise than I was expecting, but, you know, a good wake-up call.
I'm sorry. I was setting the draft order.
You're good.
Did you talk about your round?
No. So my singles round was like my biggest frustration of the day. I played, his name was JP Smith. Everywhere in New England, there's a bunch of guys who have one name that they actually use and another name that's their real name. And he was one of those. His name on my roster was John Smith, but he's just super nice guy. The match was going back and forth. It was really competitive. I don't think we had more than, 3 or 4 pushes throughout the entire round. But somewhere along the line, I had miscounted something. I had thought that he had bogeyed a hole that I had parred or something like that. We're going into the last 4 or 5 holes, and I'm thinking I'm one up. Then he takes the stroke on me, so I'm back to even now. And we get to the next tee, and I check in with him. I'm like, hey, so did that put us back to even? He's like, no, I think that put me one up. I was like, fuck. So I'm looking at it. And, we come to the conclusion that he's right and I'm wrong, which is just my bad for not paying close enough attention. But we push this next hole. I'm trying to take a point back on him. I miss an 80-footer for birdie that would have given me the point. So we go to the next hole. I think there's 3 holes left at that point. This is exactly how I feel during the match too, just not knowing what the hell is going on anytime. And we play that hole. He takes it. So I'm thinking there's 2 holes left and he's 2 up. So I'm like, all right, I'm dormy. I go to the next hole and set my bag down and him and the guy who he's with is like, what are you doing? The match is over. I was like, what? No, we got 2 holes left. He's like, no, we started on, this hole and we're on this hole. I was like, fuck, man. I just I don't know what was going on, but I just couldn't seem to keep track of stuff the right way. It was super frustrating. I never like losing, but I don't mind losing when it was a well-played match. And that was a well-played match, but it's frustrating to lose because you don't know where the hell you are in the match. That's not really a mistake I feel that I should be making in a situation like that match where really everybody on the team needs to be punching above their weight for, me as one of the captains or even just one of the players to show up and lose in such a stupid fashion was really frustrating. So not a great way to go into lunch, but that's how it goes sometimes.
What about you, Corey? How'd your run go?
My run went pretty good. I started off in the morning with some breakfast, and then we walked over to the trail, and I skied down to the chairlift that brings us up the mountain partially, so I can ski over to the main part of the mountain and take the main chairlift up the mountain. Because I was not at this match. I was in Vermont snowboarding.
Nice. You have the number 1 pick in the draft because you're the only one that finished in the top 10 in 10th place in SkipAce last year. Ooh. Do you want to keep that or do you want to change your draft?
Is it a snake draft where it comes back around?
Yes, it's definitely a snake draft, yes.
Okay, all right.
Oof. I'm number 1. I'm going to stay number 1. I'm going to keep number 1, and I'm going to continue being number 1. So
yeah, that's fair. Jason, did you play?
I did, yeah.
How'd that go?
I took Friday off work to get up there early to practice the course. I took my family and went with Harry Lehman and his family and Josh went and their family. So we had 6 adults, 6 kids, and 3 dogs in Airbnb. It's a lot of fun. Got to practice course Friday. It's a fun course, but it was a lot of new information to kind of digest. A lot of the pins most of the pins are blind, and there's some OB ropes in places you wouldn't expect because they're separating for different holes and stuff. But overall, I struggled both rounds. I kind of had the yips on the tee, had a really good scramble game, but it wasn't enough to win either round. But I think if, I'd love to play that course again and attack it when I'm on my game.
What about the spread?
The spread, they did have handmade Uncrustables, which I'm not a Uncrustables guy, but I'm sure other people
aren't those just sandwiches with the crust cut off?
Kind of, yeah. I guess.
Pat's figured it out.
They had buffalo chicken mac and cheese. That was kind of novel, so I'll give them a bonus for that. As far as alcoholic beverages, they were pretty weak there. I think they had a 12-pack of Sam Adams and some White Claw, but not the most spectacular spread, but it was inside, so that was nice.
That's key.
Yeah, but it was a good weekend.
Jaimen, did you mention the course conditions? Were they similar like the heavy ice?
No, I didn't. The course conditions were perfect. It was super nice to be out there. There was a little bit of ice in some spots, but overall, it was just bare ground the entire time.
Oh, nice.
The course is really new, so it's covered in thorns. So that was the closest thing to annoying. But it was February 22nd, and I could have been playing in a t-shirt if I really wanted to. So it was great. Sneakers, whatever. It was not even muddy because nothing was thawing on the ground, but there wasn't snow anywhere. My only annoyance with it, and it's a stupid annoyance, was that I knew I had to drive back to Glens Falls where I have 1.5 feet of snow after. But no, conditions were perfect.
What about your thoughts on the spread?
It was fine. I was a little bit frustrated, so I just kind of went in, ate some food, and then dipped and sat in my car. But I was not super bowled over by it, but it was also completely adequate. I think it's the spread that I would expect from the team in the league that focuses more on competition than probably anyone else. I half expected to get there and it'd just be a giant bowl full of energy bars and creatine.
A lot of young kids on that team too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't believe how much different the climate is on the Cape than the rest of Mass or New England.
Makes me question Randy's decision more and more.
Oh, yeah. No, winter is usually fake there. You do have a season of mud, though, where all of March and maybe some of February, the ground is just mud.
That's fair. New York is famously not muddy ever.
Yeah, that's fair, too.
What was the score after round one?
Score after round one was not great. It was 5-14.
So at this point, are you thinking you even got a shot?
No. I'm thinking, oh my God, these guys play so much better than I expected them to play out here. Some of the other matches in the season, I don't know if they were just getting warmed up or not, but they outperformed themselves at any of the matches they played this year, which in doubles really showed itself, I thought.
How'd that go? For you, I mean.
Me and Bryan had a good round. We were playing well. We played some good doubles, but we were matched up against Dylan Capiccioli and Greg, and they were just absolutely destroying the course. I think we finished 7 under and still lost by, I want to say 6. The guys that we played shot 13 under. Yeah, we lost by 6. Our score, if we were on a lot of the different cards, we would have won. Just looking at it on their matches, our score would have beat, 3 out of the other 6 teams that they won with, so it just kind of is what it is. We kind of drew the short card, but that's how it goes. Just looking at the scores, 2 of their teams shot a 47 and none of them shot a 47 up to that point at all. The best score, I think, was 49. There's one typo in the results that say that they shot a 42. They shot a 52. That it was just a typo. But so, 49 to 53 is usually where they're kind of shooting. And they shot 2 47s, a 49, 52, 53. So they were just, that was their best double showings of the year too. It just happened to fall on us.
It's an Evan-worthy board, I'll say that.
Nicely done.
Are you a lefty? No, you're not a lefty, right?
No.
Okay. Dylan Capiccioli, he writes left-handed. I don't know if that helped at all. I was watching it going, that's weird, because he throws right-handed.
So what does that put your record at now?
3-2.
And you've got another match next weekend? Is that still accurate?
Yeah, we're right back on the road. We're going to play at Topo, but we're playing Borderland. It's our neutral match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But as far as the standings are concerned, that puts us into 3rd place. We still have the 2nd best points percentage of the league. So that's nice. There's this big knot of teams at 2 and 3. And the closest one to us was Bellamy with a 48%. We're at 59% with 1 more win and 1 less loss than them. So we're still looking good. We're still in a good spot. We got to still perform for the rest of the season, but it was certainly a frustrating match, but it doesn't change too much as to what's going on.
Thank you. And Alex, you guys have Newton coming to you guys next week. Is that still accurate?
That is correct. Yep. Newton and us are pretty even as far as record goes. So if we win this one, then we're pretty comfortably in finals. If we don't, we still have an opportunity to win our neutral to get us almost locked. But I'd prefer not to stress about that. So we're just going to win this weekend and feel pretty good about it.
Heck yeah. I'm loving this, Jason, this chart, man. I know you're up to date on this stuff, but, with Team Challenge, that stuff can change.
I think I was missing a DisCaptains Team Challenge on there for a while, so I don't know if you've downloaded it recently, but yeah, it caught me by surprise.
None of them's been wrong since I've asked you guys about them, so. Right. You even had the correction on the monthly at Thatcher, so.
I'm trying.
Yeah, no, excellent. Anybody have anything they want to mention before we start?
Gunks Ice and Fire Fling was Saturday. They did a doubles tournament. They had a decent show out. They had 11 teams in MA1 and 3 teams in MA3 and a pretty heavy showing from Team Delicious, which was cool.
Did you play?
I did not play because I prefer not to ice skate when I play disc golf.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know a couple of the guys had gotten out to do the tee pads last week, so they were pretty clear, but the rest of the course, at least in the morning, it was pretty icy. Zach played with Nick Terralavoro, and they took first in MA1.
Baggers.
But I know. As Zach said before they even started, he fell 3 times. So it was just a sheet of ice. And they got a couple good hills there and everything. They did have a second place and they had a tie for third. And I know at one point they had a pretty good tie for first going, almost through the whole first round, actually. Everybody was pretty tight. MA3, Ivan, he said just say Pantera. Ivan Pantera and Valentino Beretta took first there, which was cool. They signed up pretty last minute and ended up doing really well. And then they had 2 other teams in that division that they played against. So nice little fundraiser. They do that for the Gardner Fire Department. So
nice. All right. So I don't think there's a time limit on here, but the draft starts in about 10 seconds. It's basically default scoring. It's a snake draft, as we mentioned. I just use the default schedule, so I think that can be adjusted until we make picks for it. The roster, we got 3 MPO starters, 2 on the bench, 2 FPO starters, 1 on the bench. We're doing worst standing for the waiver priority, which is that Monday, or do we know when players get free to pick up?
I mean, fantasy football, it's usually like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, I figure after the first one, we'll figure it out. But we all know whoever has the lowest score at the end of the first week gets eliminated. I'm guessing that's going to be me, but every week I survive for me is going to be
profit, baby.
Bragging rights. Yeah. So the draft order, we got Corey. He wants to keep the 1 pick. Jaimen, are you good with the 2 pick?
Yeah.
Tim?
I'm good.
Randy, you good with 4?
Yes.
As I mentioned before, this is based on last year's SkipAce results. Jason at 5. You good? Alex, you got 6. Kristen beat me by less than 1,000 points to get 7. I'm in 8th. Mikey Bottlez got busy and stopped picking halfway through the season at 9th. And Evan didn't even know what SkipAce was last year, so he gets the 10th pick. But the snake draft, so he gets the 10th and 11th pick. So Corey, oh wait, it says waiting for admin. Do I have to do anything?
if you're the admin.
Is there like a start draft button or something?
Hey, I think you have to hit the green start button.
I don't see a green. I'll refresh my page and see if that does anything. Warming up.
Guys, I might have to jump out for a minute. I have a customer calling me right now at 8 o'clock at night, so.
All right.
Better not be a Ford sale. Let's hang up on his ass.
Ew.
It's not a Ford sale. And for the record, Kristen, you don't have to explain yourself about not playing on ice coming from the person who probably should never play on ice again. So just say that you're not playing on ice and just move on. You're fine. No one's going to question.
I guess saying break a leg for that call is probably the wrong thing to say.
Wow.
Sorry, too soon.
That's fine.
No, I saw Randy's video of them all sliding around on the ice, and I laughed because I did the same thing when we had Team Challenge at Wilcox. I penguin slid, just dove face first and tried to slide down the hill to see how far I could go. I was like, do you think I'm going to slide or sink? Which one?
I'm just going through and making sure I have everything set up because it's not. Still says waiting for admin.
Jaimen, did you make the J lowercase and the H uppercase on purpose?
No. Even if I did, I don't remember. But no, I don't think so.
That's very camel case of you.
Yes, that's what I was just thinking.
Oh, no. Honestly, I had to fix it a bunch of times today. It's just how I type. For whatever reason, just the J, my finger is off the shift key before I type that, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty dumb, but it's super common for me.
Well, we'll take you on camel case whenever you want.
Triples?
Yeah, let's go.
Does there exist a camel with 3 humps?
Down at the bottom, it says manager tools, and it's not green or anything. It's just this little thing. Start draft.
Okay, you found it.
Yeah. All right. Have at least 2 users in your league. Double check league settings, which I did. Roster sizes, customized starting draft order. Start draft.
Let's go.
Contemplating existence. All right. Corey Cook is on the clock.
Does it? Because it says waiting for admin for me. Should I refresh?
Maybe try to refresh.
It's working on my end.
It just
I was
went
like,
through
yeah,
for
mine's
me.
good.
Okay, there we go. Well, I don't really know what the pro move is to pick Gannon or Kristen, but I feel like one of those is the right answer. So I'm obviously going to go with Gannon.
As long as the next 6 of you don't pick the other one, I'm good.
Now I get to wait.
Nice. Right? I'm going right on Pat's shit list and picking.
Darn it.
I was the exact same order in the draft we did last night, so this will be interesting to see how different my team turns out.
And Tim Goyette on the clock.
I'm not going to do anything crazy here.
Tim took
Ricky Wysocki took the Raptor.
It's nice when you don't have to worry about how many points he costs.
Right.
Yeah.
And that brings it to Randy Bobandy.
All right, I'm going to go own Scoggins.
Yeah,
Is there an app for this, or you just do it on the browser? Because that's what I'm doing.
browser.
Okay.
Browser, I used a mobile version of it yesterday and it sucked.
Okay.
It was really bad.
Yeah, I go Calvin.
Jason still thinking?
I pick Calvin.
He said Calvin. Yeah.
Ah.
It does take a second after you pick for it to load anything.
Yeah, you can see it come up in the recent move section, but not
Yeah.
reflect on like the main board.
Right.
Mm.
I took Isaac Robinson.
Oh,
We should probably verbalize these for podcast
Wrong brother.
purposes.
No, let's just sit in silence for the next 15 minutes.
I'm not taking anybody that's learning their new bag the first year. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
I'm taking Missy Gannon.
Darg! That 1,000 points came back to bite me. You know what? I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm taking Evelina Salonen.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's a
fair.
great pick.
World champ.
And that brings it to Mikey Bottlez.
We're going Barella. Let's go.
Sarah Barella?
No, that's
I think-
Barillo. That's
Yeah.
pasta bread.
Oh,
Is it Barry Ellis or something like that?
Bareilles, yeah.
Barry Ellis.
2 picks to Evan.
Evan, you're muted if you're talking.
Thank you, Alex.
Hey.
I'll take Nicholas Antela.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see. I'm going to go with Holland Handley.
Yeah.
That was probably my next pick. So that's awesome.
Just means you got to think about it for a while now.
Mm.
Yeah. Is it me, right?
Yep, I see a first-year Robinson right at the top there.
Not touching it. All right. I know I'm going. I'm going to go Proctor.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. That's a good
Damn
pick.
it, Mike.
I don't know, a bit of a gamble.
I don't know.
Procter and Gamble.
He's pretty consistent.
Hey,
A lot of money in that brand.
where are we?
All right, I'm taking one of Jaimen's favorites, Ezra.
It's a good choice.
Oh, I can't believe you're still out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's a surprising one for sure. My draft order skipped way ahead, so now
Yeah, it jumped to
Mhm.
15 now.
How many picks are there?
8 total,
8. Okay.
so
like
80.
that, yeah.
And with the 14th pick,
Yeah, I'm between 2.
Don't do it.
Paul Macbeth, what a bad pick.
Mhm.
is he hurt or
No,
something?
it was
No,
pretty
he's just
far down
washed.
the list. It was getting kind of nuts. I'll go Matteo for now.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
That's a bold one.
Moving the chains.
Roll Tide.
Is this my pick? Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm late. My draft order is way past where it is. All right. Whatever. Silver Saarinen for me.
Oh,
Yes, good one.
pick. That's a good pick.
Jason Lasasso with the 16th pick.
Let's go Cat Merch.
Yeah.
Good pick.
I'm surprised she's down the list as far as she is.
Yeah, that was my next pick because I have to go FPO. Not anymore.
Next up, we got Randy Bemis with the 17th pick.
I'm going to go Joey Buckets.
Joseph Anderson, for those like me who didn't know who Joey Buckets was.
Thank you, Pat.
18th pick to Tim Goyette. 1/2 of Camel Case Corey. I'm actually, Caitlin has to get up early tomorrow. She's going on a trip, so I ended up having to participate. And I looked at it, she would have had the same spot in the draft as me anyway, so.
You fit right in.
Wait till I start picking Sarah Holcomb.
All right. I'm going to go with Paige Pierce.
Washed.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see.
Jaimen Hume is on the clock.
On the subject of, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to go with a player who's on his second year with his new bag and 2 years off of a pretty major injury with Eagle. I think he's going to start.
Yeah.
getting some
Yeah, that was
traction
who I
again.
was between, Jaimen. I was like, do I take him or grab an FPO?
It was absolutely on my list.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
I get 2 picks in a row. One of them will be an MPO and one will be an FPO.
You can pick 2 players named Paul right now.
You could pick a
I
lot of
don't
players.
think
named
I'll
Paul.
ever pick someone named Paul.
Oof.
You don't even want Paul Ullman?
It's early.
Come
Yeah,
on.
he was thinking Tall Paul.
Tall
What
Paul,
about
definitely not.
France, the local.
These might kind of seem like obvious picks, but I mean, Aaron Goss is out there. Got to take him.
He looked
This
good.
year. And I kind of always root for Ella Hansen for FPO because I feel like she's got all the skills. We're going with her too.
Why you got to take all my picks, bud?
I was waiting for it. I was going to make a joke earlier about not hearing a classic Alex. I was going to the top, the next person in line rated by ADP, and he's 5 picks away. He's like, I was going to pick him. He was never going to make it to you, Alex.
Yeah. If all your picks are the best players, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
How dare you want to pick that best person that's still out there?
Jaimen Hume is on the clock.
This is getting harder. I feel like I got to go for another FPO player. It's three MPO and 2 FPO, right? Just making sure.
Starters.
For starters, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was making sure of. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go with Henna. European invasion.
Tim.
Do I take the entire washed up card? Is that what I do with my team?
There's still a lot of them out there.
There are.
Greg Barsby.
Ooh.
Oh, Brody Smith's like way down there, bud. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'll wait on Brody. I'll wait a little bit on him.
I saw him post a video of a shot I could make.
In all fairness, at the expo, I'm walking around with Tim and Evan, and some kid comes up to me and goes, "That's Brody Smith." Talking about Tim, I'm like, "That's not Brody Smith, buddy."
That was awesome.
That was pretty funny. All right. I'm going to go and take... This was more of a heart pick than anything else. I'm taking Simon Lizotte.
Dang.
My heart wants to take him, but like, I don't know. He's my favorite player, but like, he's been very inconsistent.
Yeah, very true.
I think you can count on him to win another guitar. So that's something at least.
Yeah, right.
The problem is that's not till what? Like
Yeah.
May
Oh,
or
fair.
June. And if I keep taking Paige and if I take another washed up person, I won't be here for that.
Yeah. Looks like, Pat, you're playing more weeks.
I hope they give him a bass guitar this year.
Mm.
All right, I'm going Anakin Steen. Those FPOs done. Well, except for the bench.
I'm thinking the same. I'm going to go Valerie Monahan.
I think that one's fair to have on my list, and somebody snipes it out from under me.
I'll give you that.
They're
one.
all fair.
There are a lot of big names out here that have not been picked yet.
They're all washed, Alex. They're all washed.
These are all the names you used to hear about.
Yes, 19-year-old Kyle Cline is washed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all well into their late 20s by now.
He's got to be 24 by now.
Remember those one times you heard about Culver Dallin? Yeah, haven't heard of him since.
Since he walked off because he couldn't finish his round on time.
Oh, yeah.
They had the FPO.
Damn, I want that
playoff.
guy on my team.
For sure. Just walked off, didn't say anything, just
Hell
left the
yeah.
course.
Damn, mic drop.
I mean, I can't go against Beast Mode, McBeast Mode. I gotta go with Paul Macbeth.
Oh, I was going to pick him in 9 turns. Damn it.
That would have been a great pick in 9 turns. Oh, 26th pick? Gross.
Kristen with the 27th.
I'm gonna go Casey White.
I think Haley King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need another
I just
woman.
don't know like how her head's in it right now because she's like not touring, but she hasn't announced anything, or like she's kind of I don't know. I heard she was taking a step back.
Why didn't you tell me that before you knew I was going to pick her?
I don't know. There's like I guess she doesn't really know what she's doing or how much she's gonna be touring.
She's just leading people on.
She's always been a little elusive.
Mike, would you have picked her or Rebecca Cox?
I'm going Emily Weatherman actually.
Whoa, stop throwing names out here. Come on now. That's $1 every time you say a name.
Yeah.
And 2 picks. Finish off, round 3 and start up round 4. We got Evan.
I was looking at Emily. All right. I'm going to take Katrina Allen.
There's washed.
Thank you.
As long as it's not for a putting competition.
That's true.
And I will take Kyle Cline.
All right, back to Mikey Bottlez. The 32nd pick.
I'm gonna take who's real consistent is Andrew Presnell.
Okay. Yeah.
Take him.
All right. This is my crazy pick. I don't even know if this guy plays anymore.
Scott Stokely.
Somebody pointed out that this is early year, and it's been a couple years, but this guy used to do really good early. Garrett Gerthy?
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He,
not
he
crazy.
does. He's very yeah.
He'd always win like an early tournament, so I thought, hey, what the heck?
Now, unfortunately, that tournament that he usually wins isn't played anymore.
Oh, hey, like I said, it was a gamble.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
That's all right. I haven't picked anybody who consistently wins tournaments, so.
Don't you have Kristen?
Oh, yeah, shit.
She's won a couple.
I know what's happening.
I'm gonna go with Heidi Line.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Alex is on the clock.
Thank you, because I physically cannot see the draft order.
Yeah, the only problem was that last pick did not get Alex's sigh of approval.
No, that was one that I was thinking about, but realistically understood that one wasn't going to get. We're going to go with Andrew Marweed.
Good disc golf name.
So, Chris Dickerson not playing or something? Why is he still on the board?
I don't trust him.
Why?
He had a fake shoulder injury last year.
Did he actually?
No, he thought he's like, I'm done forever. My whole body's falling apart. And then a month later, he's like, well, just kidding.
Yeah, I'll gamble and go see Dick.
Randy Bobandy with the 37th pick in a row.
I'm going to go Gavin Babcock.
Mm.
I got to watch him play at MVP last year, and it's pretty sick.
I got that, Pat, by the way.
Thank you.
He's a much better putter than it seems watching him putt in person.
Mm.
Oh, all I'm going to take Rebecca Cox because she was pretty dirty last year.
That's a courtesy.
Is that a courtesy violation?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. We got to keep it going.
I think I'm just gonna go scratch and go with Evan Smith.
Who was there a Japanese player last year or the last time we did one?
Oh,
Where he just sat there?
Kajiyama,
Yeah.
Manabu.
Is that Joe Roveri this year?
Joe Rivera, he's a seriously good player, but he doesn't tour at all. Oh shit, shouldn't have said that. He tours all the time if you happen to be in the state of Colorado.
Yeah, I was going to only plays in Colorado.
And Corey to finish out round 5 and start up round 6.
2 picks in a row. I'll probably do my FPO or MPO FPO strat again. I almost kind of want to pick Ezra Aderhold because he's one of these top remaining guys that I have a lower PDGA number than. Which actually, I'm looking at. I mean, Culver Dallin is a 79,000. What the hell?
That's not going to help you win this, Corey. Just
But
so
it
you know.
is. But it is a storyline. We're all about storylines.
Okay. Well, I have a lower PGA rating than you, and I'm not going to be on there or be anywhere close.
You probably have like a Bradley Williams pick coming out for you then. I'm gonna actually go Gavin Rathbun.
Ooh, yeah.
Fuck you.
And I gotta scroll down for some FPOs. We're already down into these Lucky Lorenzens and Cynthia Ricciotti's. God damn.
AKA down to these players that are higher rated than you. But
Actually, not quite. But damn, Caitlin Clay's there.
Their average pick is like 53rd.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Shit, I did not realize FPO went this fast. Like, how is Eliezer Mittling a higher draft pick than Caitlin Clay?
It's just average pick. It's not like there's no there's nothing to it other than average pick number, average draft position. I think it was.
Yeah, but what is this based on? Who's drafting Caitlin Clay to play? I'm assuming first
Bickersmith, I think, drafted her.
Yeah, Brian Bickersmith. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is obviously for touring events, right? Basically.
Yeah, but it's based off of like what positions other people have drafted them as. So like yesterday when we were doing this, Sam Henderson, who's a guy who hasn't left Massachusetts in a decade, was like top 10, I think.
Like Caitlin Clay is a higher draft percentage or pick than Jeremy Colling. How does this work? Wow. I'm so confused.
So are you taking her or no?
No, I'm not. Okay, hang on. FPO. Actually, I had to go between freaking Lucky and Cynthia Ricciardi, or actually, wait, where'd she go? Isn't Eliezer in here somewhere?
You owe like $5 for all the name dropping.
No, keep going. I don't know what I'm doing yet either.
You can search, by the way.
Oh, you can search, but you can't order by division.
You can order by rating, though.
If you search MPO, apparently it works.
If you search FPO, it works? Oh,
That's what somebody said yesterday.
Oh, crap. This is way better.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take Eliezer Mittling.
Jaimen with the ultimate pick.
Nailed it. Really thinking about going with Austin Hannum right now.
Tim, when you're talking about like the name dropping thing, is that like a fantasy football thing where you're not supposed to say somebody's name unless you're taking them?
Old school back in the day, every time you dropped a name, you'd owe it $1. Or you'd lose like Fab or something like that. There was always rules like that with fantasy. If you ever name drop before someone's pick.
What's Fab?
Free agency bucks or something like that?
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you'd like if you would name drop too many times, you'd lose money for the season. So you'd have a lower amount than everybody else.
I would do it just to flex. Like I whooped your guys' asses and I got half my Fab money taken away.
Before the season started.
Yeah. That would never happen. I never win.
I'm going with Luke Taylor.
Oh, Jaimen.
How many Fab bucks is that?
Oh. Well, now I've got to go back to the drawing board.
That's got to be way more Fab bucks than saying somebody's name.
You should be taking his money for doing it.
I think I just did from the sounds of it.
I think
that was terrible. All right. Now what do I do? All right. I'll just finish off my FPO then. All right. I'll take Lucky Lawrence.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Somebody's got a beer they need to crack.
I wish. I'm going to go Sayananda.
Yeah, it was on my list too.
You're leaving too?
I know, but I am going to get a beer because of that.
With the 45 pick, Jason Lasasso.
I'm going to go Ben Calloway.
I like that pick.
Alex Pop.
And no stress. We're going Holly Finley.
All right. Kristen, who you got? You're muted. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, no, I was hemming and hawing over here.
While you're thinking, you said that you got hockey tonight,
Yeah, Zach's got a hockey game at 10 now.
but I thought that the Four Nations thing is already over.
Yeah. No, Zach plays men's league.
Oh, okay.
I took Brad Williams.
Oh, that sticks it to me. And I don't know why this guy hasn't been picked, because Corey hasn't mentioned his name in at least a couple years, but I'm going Cole Ridley.
Full medallion.
I'm gonna go Lisa Fakis.
All right, finishing out round 5 and starting round 6, we got Evan.
All right, I will take Adam Hammis, and I'm going to take a chance on Kona.
Ooh.
Washed.
Pat, you got to get a new soundboard.
She is throwing Innova again, so that does help.
Yeah, that's really the only thing I'm thinking, but we'll see.
I think she won a B tier.
Yeah,
Have you?
Honestly, that's a good value pick. That is a good pick, I think.
Back to Mike.
All right, I'm going to go get a tasty polar seltzer.
Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna go Corey Ellis. He's pretty consistent.
I was just
Consistently
looking
at
at
the
his
bottom.
stats.
Yeah, consistently washed.
Got dropped from the elite team.
Oh, I see that.
It's okay. That's just gonna give him more motivation, and there's less pressure. So there's my thinking.
It's good thinking.
He's a regular at the DisCap Sunday Tag League now, so just leave me alone.
All right, I think that's me. I'm going Emerson Keith.
Emmer Daddy.
Emmer Daddy.
Big thing, small packages.
Oh, did he have a kid or something recently? Or is that just...
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
got
he's making
bunch
a lot of
kids.
I think his
Farmhands.
wife did.
He's the Nick Cannon of the disc golf world.
Yeah, it's like Phillip Rivers couldn't pull out of a parking garage.
A lot of chores to do around the house.
yeah.
Need some help.
I think I'm going to go Allie Smith.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's
Oh,
a
that
good
is a
pick.
good
Yeah,
one.
that is.
Very good pick. She's super nice.
I
Like in
love
in
Allie.
real life.
Yes, her and her partner are freaking amazing. They're always so fun. We trade stickers at MVP for the last couple years. Mary, that's her name.
Alex with the 55th pick.
Yeah, I think I'm into bench picks either way.
What do we think of the SkipAce? They added a bunch of stuff this
Shit
year.
is better than the sleeper app. Tell you what, fantasy football. Can't stand that.
Sleeper used to be so good, and now it's gone into it wants to be its own community. That
they're
just
doing too
sucks.
much.
Nah.
Yeah. Although some of the comments on some of the players are pretty hilarious.
I took Mason Ford.
All right, I'm going to go Harry Chase.
Chase the chains, baby. He's touring full time, right? Did I read that or see
Yeah,
that? He's
first
gonna-
year torn, so he won't be at Michael this year, but he'll be on tour.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to go Austin Turner.
He just likes the way he wears his shorts.
Dude, Kat is in love with him. She did scorekeeping for his card, and I thought
All right. I'm going to take Muscles. I'm going to take Ezra Aderhold.
I gonna take Hannah Wynn.
Also love her.
Kind of not liking my Eliezer pick after I heard these last ladies. I didn't scroll enough.
I think that was a great pick, Corey. Don't
No,
feel bad
Eliezer
about
was-
it. Yeah.
A lot of upside.
A lot
on
of
her.
downside
Yeah.
too.
That's what upside means too.
Let's see, 2 MPOs and 1 FPO left. I kind of feel like I want to do MPO, FPO again. So, who are we looking at for MPO? Joel Freeman?
He's got the same shorts as you.
Yep.
He complains as much as you do.
You think he threw temper tantrums when he actually knew his bag? Wait till he doesn't know what he's throwing.
I know.
and he throws
If I'm gonna
temper
watch it for Skip,
Wait, what's he throwing now?
What is it? Infinite.
tantrums. Yeah, he's infinite.
So he can throw everything he used to.
Yeah, it's basically Innova, I guess.
how is this Randy Orton guy who's rated 987 have an ADP of 44? Who is drafting this guy? I can't look at.
His
Somebody
friends.
doesn't know about
I
Dude.
me.
couldn't tell you.
I stopped sorting by ADP a long time ago.
It's just I keep bouncing around and I'm just laughing at how bad it is.
It's called average disgusting pick,
Yeah,
Corey.
these are
Corey.
gross.
Thank you for reinforcing the Joel Freeman.
I don't really like the sort by rating either. I'm gonna go with God, I really don't like these. I'm gonna go with Jake Hebenheimer.
His name is my name, too.
Oh yeah. Now let me search by FPO. See what we're working with here. Well, I guess I'll go with Natalie Ryan.
Man, I am way down this list at this point. Josh Anthon just showed up. That's how
You
far
don't
down
have to
this
go
list
very far, dude.
Cameron Colglazer. Who here even knows who Cameron
Whoa,
Colglazer is?
That's
that's-
a name.
I recognize that name.
I've never heard that name before.
Yeah, he's like the Calvin Heinberg of 2014. Dude's always lead card Pro Worlds last day, never world champion, but just never played a lot of events. Of course, back then there were 10 events. So.
He was just a known glazer.
I think he was another Alabama guy. He was definitely from the South.
There glazing.
Yeah, sure. What does that mean? I'm going to go with Robert Burridge.
It's a good one, I feel.
I hope so.
Oh, it's out there? Yeah.
Tim is up.
I'm going to go Vino Makala.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I was
scumbag.
thinking about that.
I feel like that was the best pick left out there for MPO, for sure.
It was either that or another wash, Paul Ulibarri.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go with the world champ, James Conrad.
Yeah, I just saw him go off the board 20 seconds before you said it, and it was my next pick.
It was certainly on my list as well.
How did I miss
Go
that?
with the other sister, Alexis Monahan.
Screw it. Give him a big germ.
New bag, new me.
I would have picked Caitlin before that.
He's got a win already this year. I mean, I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah, if you guys didn't watch that New Zealand tournament he played, it's so good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
That definitely made my decision easier. I'm going to go with Jakub.
Jakub Samarad.
Oh, crap. I'm taking Tim's washed Paul Ulibarri.
Best putter in the league.
I am going to go Maria Oliva.
That's a good pick.
Is she touring anymore?
Yeah.
That pick. Yeah, she should be touring this year.
Stacey Ronsley is not touring this year.
Gotcha.
So there's your free advice.
And it's 5-3, right?
Stacy's not, and Chandler Fry is not.
Chandler Fly retired.
The little thing
Yeah.
that says your team will tell you what you have left to pick.
But yeah, I think that's right. 5 and 3.
Okay. I will take Luke Humphreys.
Washed.
Also running a whole tour.
Has he ever been not washed?
I guess he was almost not washed last year in Texas.
Yeah, he had a couple of wins early last year.
Well, seconds. He almost won.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yeah. He blew it on the last throw.
Those are my favorite.
What disc did he throw?
Corey's just there for the pain.
It's a prodigy something to have. I have
He's
no
like
idea.
Cartman when he's licking the tears. He's like, oh, it tastes so good.
And I think this is my last pick.
That was a
I'll
great
take
but ridiculous comparison.
Sullivan Tipton.
Tip of the hat.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
Sully boy.
Oh, not washed? Wow. I got one right.
That was
Wow,
a good
thanks,
pick.
It had to
Tim.
be good to be
Yeah.
We
washed.
shall see.
The final round
All
has
right.
begun.
Last MPO. Let's go. Oh, shit. All right. We're going to give my boy Kevin Jones a chance.
Okay.
DJ Kevin.
DJ KJ.
JK.
And my final pick will be ceremoniously Sarah Hogan.
We'll go with Kale.
Kale Leviska.
Kale.
Jaimen's favorite.
Exactly.
We're going with Jennifer Allen.
I thought about it, but I noticed she started playing more 40.
Oh, yeah?
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck what you said.
She's on my bench, so it's unlikely it's going to end up mattering anyway.
Chris Clemens.
All right.
Clemonade.
Randy's final pick. No pressure.
Going Parker.
Oh, you
Ooh, I think
motherfucker.
is Very
God damn it.
underrated. Very
I
underrated.
thought I found a
player.
diamond down there.
No, he's great.
Yeah, he is good.
There's one or two out there that I'd still be, happy to take.
Shit.
But that's a bigger blow up than I've ever had.
I
there.
thought, dude, come on.
Mm.
I had to scroll down a couple clicks to even find Parker Welk down there.
Right at the
I
end,
know.
too.
I couldn't
Sheesh.
find him. I had to search for him.
I'm going to take Raven Newsom.
Now you could have him.
Good one.
Nice.
I'm having a hard time on this last one. Not that it matters too much. I'm going to go with Evan Scott.
And the final pick, Mr. Irrelevant.
Man, usually if this was fantasy football, I'd be picking Kirk Cousins right now, but I don't think he's playing disc golf yet.
I'd finally be picking a kicker.
Yeah. Damn it, I really had all my money on Parker Welk, and so now I feel like I'm between Joel Freeman
It doesn't let me search.
or
No, it takes
You've
everything
made all your
away.
picks, Alex. Sit back and relax.
Yeah, but I want to look at who's still out there.
I do too.
Alden Harris. No, don't even like that. There's two guys named Timu that would be kind of funny to pick up. Chandler Fry seems pretty good. God damn it. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll be an asshole. Yeah, I'm going to take Joel Freeman.
I mean, you already said his name,
about him
so.
before, yeah.
Surprised and go Kyle Hirsch.
I didn't scroll that far down. Yikes.
Nice job. Now let's take a look at your team dashboard.
Ooh, it says I have a nice lineup.
Yeah.
It says mine too. I think that just
Oh, you guys all got that? Damn.
Yeah, what does it say about Corey's?
Fucking top tier, baby.
but like 5 of my 8 have green borders, so they must be really good.
I don't
picks.
understand what the green border is.
Wait, only
they're
5
playing
in
in
the
the
next
next
event.
Apparently, they're not currently
good, I
signed up
won't.
for
Oh,
whatever.
damn.
That's
Alright.
smart. Thanks for telling me.
Harry Chase is coming off the bench because Ben Callaway is not playing.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Number 2 pick isn't playing, so that sucks.
Only my bench people aren't playing. Perfect.
Yeah, Jennifer Allen isn't playing the first 2, but
Hey, there's free agents out there. You can pick
You'll
up
be all right.
Grady Shoe.
you could.
I had to start Paul Olabari.
The best thing about Grady Shue is his wife. I'm in love with her.
All right, calm down, Mike.
I love Paige.
She's married.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, she's my favorite.
She's easy to root for.
She is.
Damn, I got to start Paul Olabari and Sarah Holcomb.
On that note, I do have to bounce, but
No, absolutely.
thanks for including me in the draft, and it should be fun. It'll be a fun year.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
out.
for coming on.
Later.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Kristen.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, good time for me to jump off too.
All right.
Is there anything else left to do with the draft? We're all set, right?
Yeah, well, just make sure you set your starting lineup before Friday.
Oh crap, that's this week. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I gotta do my weekly league.
Yeah, if you haven't done that, that's
Yeah.
a good reminder. I just set it up for, what do you call it? The default one. Wow. Haley King is not scheduled for the first 6 events.
Yeah, I
that,
told
that
you.
was not the best pick.
Yeah, she's super good.
Fortunately, Sarah Holcomb is.
Are you afraid?
Sarah Holcomb shows up.
I don't plan on being here past, the first week or 2. So,
Oh, we betting anything?
well,
I mean, we should do this before we do the draft. So
yeah.
yeah.
This is only going to go 9 events. We could always do it again,
True.
True.
once we figure out all the kinks
True,
and
true.
such. So,
Yeah.
Seem like the losers have to give like the winner a disc or something.
That's what I was thinking. Everybody just has to give one
Yeah.
to the winner.
With
That's
this many
cool.
people, it's like a bag.
Yeah, right?
Then we have to play around with
Yeah, I was going to say, play around.
I, for one, do not need more plastic.
Good. I
Tough.
can't wait to give
I
you
don't
something
plan on-
stuff you're not going to use.
Yeah.
Gotta win first.
True, yeah.
So yeah, I'll
That's
have to
true.
give it
That's
away.
true. Then that's better because then I get to get rid of some plastic. I like this.
did you ever have anything, Jason, you want to talk about?
So I just did post on Facebook tonight that the Mind Kill Disc Golf Championship registration will be in under 2 weeks. Early registration for women, hole sponsors, and pros over 970. It's on Facebook, on Disc Golf Scene. Hope to see people out there. All right, well, I'm going to jump off. Get talking to all you.
See you, everybody.
Excellent. Did anybody have anything they wanted to talk about?
Candlepin bowling.
What is that?
Oh, it's great.
Oh my
Love
God.
Candlepin bowling.
Have you never been?
I've never even heard of it before.
Okay, so the pins are symmetrical. It's basically just like a cylinder that slightly tapers off.
That describes nothing, by the way. I just want to stop for a second. All
What?
pins are symmetrical, Randy.
Oh my God. They're radially and bilaterally symmetrical.
You should just say they're shaped like a candle pin
They're shaped like a candle pin.
or a candlestick.
Candlepin.
Those can be ordered.
What's a candle pin?
It's basically a cylinder.
It's from this bowling thing, and like they're symmetrical.
Circular
and-
reasoning works because circular reasoning works. Ha!
Obviously.
Don't they hang on strings? Is that how they reset them?
No,
Am I
they
thinking of
probably
something
used
else?
to now that you're saying that, but they don't anymore.
No, okay.
Not as of Friday.
I played it once when I lived in Boston, and I didn't think it was as cool as regular bowling.
It's way cooler.
Oh, it's so much better than regular bowling, in my opinion.
Yeah, the balls are like more of a croquet. No, I mean
Yeah, like
that's
a
too
bocce
small.
ball.
Like
Size
a
of a shot put.
grapefruit. Yeah. So you don't put your thumbs in. It doesn't mess your wrist up at all, which I have found doing what I would say is a normal bowling ball. Growing up, I had no idea that there was anything else besides candlepin. So like similar to us saying ball golf, I called bowling big ball bowling for like probably 15 years of my life until I realized that was the regular type. And yeah, you can whip those things. And when the pins are laying down, I guess that's the other big difference. It doesn't reset in between. So like the pins stay laying down and you can just like whip them and get them to like bounce off the downed pins to like ricochet and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sweet.
Also, just to like tempt people, some of the bowling lanes tell you how fast you just threw it.
Yeah, you can whip those things. It's great.
Yeah. What's the place? Apex up in Crossgates does Candlepin, which
Ooh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Did that used to be something else?
At Crossgates? I don't remember what it was called, but there was some other bowling place that was there, and then Apex
Like
took over.
more dull, darker, like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, something like that.
No, Dave & Buster's is still there.
Dave & Buster's is there, but Apex is similar, and the thing he's talking about was like, I don't remember exactly what
Was it called
either.
Lucky Strike or something?
Lucky Strike, yeah,
Lucky
yeah, yeah.
Strike, yeah.
Yeah, I think I had a company work party there or something one year.
When I first moved to Albany, that was like one of the first places I found out that was like kind of cool to be at, because like they had games and bowling and food and beers.
Guys, gotta go. I gotta take my dog out. He's whining.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no worries.
But thanks for having me. Good to talk to you guys.
Hey, good luck, Mike. You're gonna need it, bud,
What?
Thanks for coming out, Mike.
in the season.
I thought you meant disc golf in general, because that's usually true as well. So
No, we're not ready for that yet.
yeah, no, yeah, I don't play in the winter. We know this. I'll see you guys in the spring.
Peace.
All right, man. Thanks
All
for
right,
coming
bye.
on.
Yep, bye.
Did you go to Ryan's Family Amusement? Is that where you ended up going?
Yes.
Nice.
Wherever we stayed, I don't remember. It was close to that. But apparently there's a few of them, so that doesn't narrow it down too much.
That place is where everyone in my hometown had a birthday party at some point growing up.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I think the one thing that we didn't mention that's different is you get 3 throws instead of 2.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. But if you get the last of the pins down on your third throw, that's not a spare. It's just a 10.
If you get it on the second, is it a spare?
Yes.
Okay. So scoring works much the same way.
Yeah.
Other than, obviously, a third throw, so there are
Other than all the
differences.
huge differences, yeah.
Yeah. So I think a strike still applies to your next bowl.
That's what I mean. Like, a spare also applies to your next throw if you get a spare. So I that's what I meant as far as the scoring.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how the scoring works now that you guys are talking about it.
All right.
That's right. Besides that, like all the regular subtleties of bowling scoring make no sense to me, but at least, yeah.
The first time we did Candlepin bowling was at a place that didn't have digital scoring. So we had to manually calculate all of our own scores.
Where was it? It's like behind a bar somewhere in an alleyway?
I genuinely don't remember. It was a
They give you a
long
piece
time
of
ago.
chalk?
Sounds like they gave him something else that he doesn't remember any of it.
You have to have a buddy system when you're playing Candlepin? No singles?
This is when we learned that Alex thinks Candlepin bowling is just craps in an alley.
That would be certainly something.
Are you guys all good for a quiz?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to do 2 3s or 3 2s?
2 3s.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, Corey, you had the one pick. I think it's only fair that you make the team. Unless anybody else has a better reasoning.
I think splitting me and Jaimen is a good start.
Well, why don't you guys be captains and you pick?
Ooh, good idea.
You guys did have 1 and 2 in the draft. So I think now Jaimen gets the first pick.
I would agree.
Jaimen, with the first pick in the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Disc or No Disc Draft, who would you like?
That's really hard. There are 3 very smart people in this podcast. I'm going to have to go with Tim Goyette.
Good pick. That was be my pick,
It was a
too.
good one. It was a good one.
Wow. First, this is like not like high school at all.
See, you're not deep pool at all, buddy.
Wow.
Was there a lot of
guys.
TV show trivia in high school that you were getting picked for?
Corey with the second pick in the Disc or No Disc Draft, who would you like?
Phew, some good picks out there. It depends on what the category is going to be. This player, though, I feel like he knows the nerd stuff and the mainstream media stuff and television. I'm going to go Evan Parsley.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
He's got a little bit of Alex in there and a little bit of Kenji Cline.
Well, Corey, it's a snake draft. Who you got?
Oh, shit. Didn't see this coming. Oh, plot twist. Well, I'm going to say Alex. I'm going to take Alex. I'm going to make Randy last.
Oh.
Maybe Team Ace, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
I like the
Ooh,
plot twist
yeah.
because I did not want to choose next.
Have my scraps.
You do get the monthly winner, so that's something.
Yeah, he did play an AM, but
Yeah.
And Dennis wanted to beat you so badly.
He would have won pro if he played pro.
yeah, I'm
That's
going to
true,
use that
too.
excuse next time. Be like, well, if I just played on my own, then I would only win my money. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
didn't say that.
I know, I'm joking.
So if Alex, Corey, and Evan are ace, that makes you guys T Junior.
I like that.
Nice.
Right?
Tim Jr.
That's funny.
Disc or no disc, as we all know, I'll ask you a trivia question. If you answer the question correctly, you get to tell me whether or not it is a PDGA approved disc. So T Junior, would you like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
Do we still think category 2 is for Corey?
You don't think 3 would be for Corey?
I don't know. The last 2 weeks, category 2 is supposed to be for Corey, and nobody picked it, I think.
Let's bait Corey into this.
Yeah, I like it. Let's take something not to.
Let's go 1.
All right.
Like it.
Question 1, Category 1. The gin in Eli Whitney's Cotton Gin is a variant on what common English word? The gin in Eli Whitney's Cotton Gin is a variant on what common English word?
Engine?
That's what I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cotton engine.
That sounds good.
Is the engine a disc?
I would have never known that.
I was going to say genie, so. Good thing you guys said something smart first.
I'll give you a second next time.
Better content.
Is the engine a disc? That sounds like a disc name, right?
It sounds really good, but I've never
heard it. But
I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of like Drew Gibson's new discs with
Ooh.
you know,
chicane and all that stuff. Throwing names out I shouldn't have.
He has a chicane. Oh yeah, let's stop.
We could talk about that
That's
later.
$1.
fantasy points. What? How
Yep.
those work? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised with yes, but
Yeah, it feels like a good name.
Yeah, let's go yes.
All right.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Streamline Discs, March 22nd,
Oh, duh.
2021.
Right. Duh.
Why duh?
I know Streamline discs.
Right. After you said it, I was like, yeah, that definitely is.
I still have no idea.
Team Ace, Category 1, Category 2, or Category 3?
I say take the bait.
So I'd go with 3.
I don't know what the bait is.
I thought the bait was 2 because Tim
Well,
thinks
see, yeah,
it's-
that's what I thought too. I thought the bait was 2, but then I thought that might be bait for the actual bait.
the old bait and switch.
Yeah, the double baiter, the master baiter. No.
Courtesy
That's a
violation.
I didn't finish it. Yeah, let's go
Corey,
with 2.
You got to pick 2.
You got it.
Okay.
Going with 2?
Yes.
One, two.
All right. Question 1, Category 2. Online, you can find 5 ways to do what to your confidence or 10 ways to do it to your Wi-Fi signal. Online, you can find 5 ways to do what to your confidence or 10 ways to do it to your Wi-Fi signal.
I mean, are we looking for boost?
I
Gotta
was
be
thinking
boost.
boost. Yeah, boost your confidence, boost your Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, I say boost.
I'm happy with boost.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the boost a disc?
I am pretty confident that it is a disc.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, Pat.
Works for me.
Streamline Discs, February 3rd, 2025.
Just streamlining these episodes.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's new. I don't know that one.
Yeah, that was just the beginning of this month.
Yeah, recently approved, but not released yet.
T Junior, Category 1 or Category 2, Category 3 will be used at a later date.
These both feel like they could be Corey categories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just so you know, now that we've picked the categories for the night, we talked about Corey being 2. I always move it after.
I told
next
you.
time.
I told
Yeah.
you guys it was bait for bait. I should have picked 3.
Yep, should have done it for Dale.
Yeah.
I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with either one. That puts it on you, Randy.
Let's go with 2.
Perfect.
All right. Question 2, Category 2. What word for a type of running is from a word meaning jump, and it's a talent that long jumpers need to get distance? What word for a type of running is from a word meaning jump, and it's a talent that long jumpers need to get distance?
Launch?
Oh, launch. I like that.
Type of running.
Yeah, that's the only piece.
Yeah, I don't have anything that fits into that category. My other idea was leap.
My only word was stride, but that doesn't really fit either.
What word for a type of running is from a word meaning jump, and it's a talent that long jumpers need to get distance?
Okay, type of running. There's sprint,
Sprint.
but that has nothing to do with jumping.
Yeah, I'm stuck on types of running. I don't
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything that goes with that. I'm thinking like gallop is a type of running, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. Right, I'm thinking like horses. Stride.
Stride was a word that I thought might fit, but I don't know. I'm struggling to find a word that means running and also jumping.
Can you hear the question one more time, Pat?
What word for a type of running is from a word meaning jump, and it's a talent that long jumpers need to get distance?
Your stride is super important in long jumping.
It is. I don't know if it means jump though. Another word for, or not. I don't know, another word, but
It's a type of run.
it is.
And then it's just a talent that they need to get a long jump.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I'm at a loss for anything.
Yeah,
I think
no
any
idea.
of the things we've come up with could work on some level, but probably not on all of them.
Okay, what about? I kind of want to go with sprint, but I don't know if there's like another meaning for sprint that more has to do with jumping.
What are you thinking, Tim?
I don't know. This whole because I'm trying to think of boost in this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why launch sounds kind of good, but
It's cell phone providers.
oh,
Sprint.
Sprint.
I like
Okay.
it.
All right.
This could work great.
If this works.
This could be. Yeah, that could be good. Okay.
I'm sorry if I spoiled
Like
it.
they say in
That's-
science, is that one dot can create a line.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm down.
All right, I like that.
You guys good?
Yep.
Is the sprint?
Oh,
Let's go.
Randy.
Nice, Randy. That was worth it.
Nice
That was
job.
It's a sprint like spring.
Oh.
Oh.
And Corey is an expert on cell phone service providers. So
I did have Sprint for a long
Absolutely.
time.
Mm.
The sprint.
Is the sprint a disc?
It's another one that sounds good, but no clue.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I
Right?
think-
Fast. It's sprinting means fast. Like that's,
Yeah, let's go with it.
sure.
You guys agree?
Yep.
I'm sorry, no.
Ooh.
Ace, category 1 or category 2?
Kind of curious how Pat is going to fit Nextel and AT&T into an answer. Do you want to keep going through too?
I think that's the smart play, unless it's not cell phone providers.
Right. We'll quickly find out if that's not the category. Yeah, I'm not scared.
Let's do it.
Let's go too.
Question 3, category 2. What word describes the distance or extent to which something can extend, travel, or influence? Muhammad Ali's was 78 inches. What word describes the distance or extent to which something can extend, travel, or influence? Muhammad Ali's was 78 inches.
Span.
Or
Right.
reach.
Reach
Ooh,
was
reach.
my thought.
Ooh, reach is a way. Okay, that's yeah.
Or range. Range is a disc.
Range mobile. Is that a thing?
No, but
I haven't heard of reach either, or span.
reach is definitely a boxing statistic.
And what was the first half of the question?
Something much more theoretical.
What word describes the distance or extent to which something can extend, travel, or influence?
Extend, travel, or
Yeah, your
influence.
reach is like
Yeah, the influence part.
your online platform. Like you reach so many people or whatever.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't know.
reach.
I like reach too.
I'm good with reach, yeah.
Is the reach a disc?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm making a face that means I don't like it.
Yeah,
I am not feeling strongly enough to oppose both of you, so I'm happy with going no.
no, it is not.
Birdie, August 28th, 2023.
Gross.
We're tied at 3. T Junior, what do you got? Category 1 or category 2?
Did you guys know Reach was a
I knew
service
Reach.
provider?
I did not know that one.
I knew the answer. I
I knew the answer. I didn't know
yeah,
it was a service provider or not, but I knew the answer. And I knew it was a disc, if that helps.
it would have.
Any more flexes for us?
No. I could, I'll make a face while I flex physically.
I throw a birdie at reach.
I bet Tim has the biggest reach in this whole group.
I don't know. Alex,
Ooh.
might have me beat. Alex is taller than me. He probably.
Oh, I missed that.
Challenge accepted.
Boxing match.
Oh, boy.
Right?
should we stick with 2 for
Yeah,
at
let's
least one
stick
more?
with 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question 4, category 2. To release their oils and flavor, bartenders use a special tool called a muddler to crush what type of leaves when making a mojito? To release their oils and flavors, bartenders use a special tool called a muddler to crush what type of leaves when making a mojito?
Mint.
Yep.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the mint a disc?
It's a company.
It's a company, which makes me want to say no.
Right.
Yeah, but also makes me want to say yes.
I know.
I feel like it is.
I know they're close. I know that Clash has a peppermint, but maybe they do have a mint.
I want to go no because of the company thing.
All right.
You got the category, so I'll follow you.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're
In
going
Randy,
no.
we trust.
You going no?
Yep.
Clash Discs, November 22nd, 2021.
All right. So in Randy, we don't trust anymore.
Yeah, don't.
We're done.
Ace, you're down 4-3, category 1 or category 2?
I say stick with 2. I didn't know that Mint was a cell provider.
As a former bartender, I also knew what goes in a mojito.
Sticking with category 2?
Sure.
I think so.
What name is shared by both the Paris's subway and Washington, D.C.'s rail system? What name is shared by both the Paris subway system and Washington, D.C.'s rail system?
I believe it's Metro.
Metro.
Certainly makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy with
You guys agree?
going there.
Yeah, Metro.
Metro.
Is the Metro a disc?
Yes.
My instinct was also yes.
Wait, what?
My instinct was yes.
Okay. I will not change my answer.
I was
then.
pretty indifferent, so I'll let the majority rule.
I guess yes.
Going yes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, I
Yeah.
knew I should have changed my answer. I was halfway through it before freaking
We are
Alex.
tied at 4. T Junior, category 1 or category 2?
Do you want to zig on the question 6? Go to 1.
Wait, Randy, last time you told me to do that. Wait, no, Alex told me to do this and I screwed up. So I didn't zig when I should have zigged. So maybe we should zig.
I just know question 6s are hard.
Yeah. I'm good with it.
All right, let's go to 1.
Okay.
You guys agree? Question 2, category 1. What word for factual information is a Latin plural, but most English speakers treat it as a singular? What word for factual information is a Latin plural, but most English speakers treat it as a singular.
Is that truth?
Yeah, truth is the only word coming to mind.
So like,
You guys agree?
Yes.
yeah.
What do you got, Ace?
Ooh.
I
What
think
word
it's
for
data.
factual information is a Latin plural, but most English speakers treat it as a singular?
I think it might be data, but I don't know how that fits the category or anything, and you guys could easily talk me out of it.
We don't have a lot of thoughts on what the category is yet. We got one data point.
Yeah, in Latin it's plural, but in English it's singular, and it means facts.
Factual information.
And they already said truth, data versus data.
I mean, data versus datum would be, like datum, D-A-T-U-M would be the singular.
Datums, datas, datai. This is a steal, and now that you already said data, there's no way I'm going to be able to think of anything other than data, so my vote was data.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with data.
Okay, I was going to say, if you have anything better, Alex, the more you guys talk about it, the less I like it, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly how I describe like a truthful statement or like a whatever it was described as in the question.
Factual information.
Yeah, it seems to fit, so let's do it.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the data a disk?
Good call.
Data don't lie, just your interpretation of it. Yeah, the data is a disc.
Are there Star Trek discs? Have we talked about that before?
There are definitely Star Trek discs.
Well, if there are Star Trek discs, then there is likely a data, but I don't know for sure.
I don't remember if they were more like original series or next gen or what, but I am happy with going yes on data no matter what.
Oh yeah, they
Love
had
it.
that one Star Trek disc. It was called the Dork.
I don't love this one as a disc, but
Corey,
I don't
you
know.
picked this team. If this wasn't what you're looking
Yeah.
for, then I don't know what you
Oh,
want.
this is exactly what I needed. I say it is a disc.
I agree with it being a disc.
Do you
Okay.
guys agree? Evan reluctantly?
Reluctantly.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh my god.
But you're up 5-4, and it is your question. Category
Ooh,
1 or
okay.
category 2?
I don't
Say
think
two.
we want 6. Yeah, I think or you do want to do 2.
Hell yeah. What could be harder than cell phone technology? Like, it's only been around for the past 30 years.
Then they get question 3 on the next one.
This is how you assert your dominance.
All right, let's go.
You ain't scared about no question 6.
You going
right.
category 2?
We're
Sure.
listening to Corey, and he better have the right answer.
All right. Question 6, category 2. Charles Dickens wrote several holiday books besides A Christmas Carol, including the tale of what type of insect on the hearth. Charles Dickens wrote several holiday books besides A Christmas Carol, including the tale of what type of insect on the hearth.
Cricket.
I mean, it's got to be cricket, right?
Okay, but is there any other insect type cell providers before we just go head first with cricket?
I can't
think of
that.
anything.
No, I like cricket.
Yeah, cricket.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Is the cricket a disc?
Okay, did not overthink it. Is the cricket a disc?
I think so.
I'm not going to answer these anymore because I've been wrong every single time.
You might need to be a tiebreaker, Corey.
I'll be a tiebreaker, but I'm not going to
Okay.
speak first.
I think so for no good reason other than there are lots of animal and insect birds discs. So,
I'm with you on that one. Literally the exact same thought process.
all right. So our answer is probably.
Yes.
You guys agree?
So we're going to go with yes.
Hummingbird Flight Tech, October 4th, 2022.
Nice.
Who is funding these companies?
All right. T Junior, you're down 7-4, but there's 4 questions left, all in category 1. Question 3, category 1. What word can be used to describe a long, squared off piece of wood used in construction or a ray of light? What word can be used to describe a long, squared off piece of wood used in construction or a ray of light?
That would be beam.
Oh, I like it.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the beam a disc?
It's Gyro X, right?
Yeah, I do believe it is. I think it's official. Yeah, I think it is.
You guys agree?
Yes.
I don't know what Gyro X is, but I got MVP Disc Sports, February 22nd, 2021.
It was like supposed to be the next generation of their gyroscopic technology, but it never like hit the market. I think they had one at the expo you could hold, but they never like mass produced them.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get it consistent yet. So if it ever gets released, it's going to make the fan groups go crazy.
All right, 7-6. 3 questions left. Ace. Question 4, category 1. Kathy Reichs drew upon her work as a forensic anthropologist to pen the Temperance Brennan books that became what TV show? Kathy Reichs drew upon her work as a forensic anthropologist to pen the Temperance Brennan books that became what TV show?
That's Bones.
That's what I was thinking of. I don't know how that goes along with the rest of these words.
Me neither. But Temperance Brennan is the main character of Bones. So
Okay. The only connection I know about Bones is there was one episode where I just said Bones a lot as a guest, and it wasn't right any time. So yeah, Bones.
Do you think I would make a whole category based on a question you repeatedly got wrong? Corey?
Typically no, but sometimes.
Oh, then you don't know me at all. How long you been on this podcast?
Are we in it right now?
Is the Bones a disc?
I don't like that it's plural.
Well, we would take bone or bones.
Okay.
Or bonus.
Evan?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Sounds like no.
Oh, you're literally not going to answer.
Well, not until after you give it a try.
He's the tiebreaker, so it depends on what Alex says, right?
Oh, yeah. What did Alex say?
I mean, if you guys are both saying no, my instinct was yes, but
Oh, you said yes?
my instinct has been wrong several times at this point. So
Yeah, I mean, I could see like something with bone in it, but not just bone. That feels weird. I say no.
you're the tiebreak, Corey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go no.
All right, we're going with no.
You are correct.
Good call, Corey.
Do
Puts it
better
at
as a
9 to
tiebreaker.
6.
That's what I got.
All right, so there's still a shot for T Junior, but it's a long shot. Question 5, category 1. As an adjective, what word means fast of foot? As a noun, it means a group of taxicabs or warship. As an adjective, what word means fast of foot? As a noun, it means a group of taxicabs or warships.
Fleet.
Mm-hmm.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the fleet a disc?
Oh,
I don't like that this matters a bunch. There are a lot of boat ones. It sounds good. I don't. That's why I'm hesitating.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it.
sounds like such a bad name for this, though.
You think so?
Sounds kind of like a plastic name.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of bad disc names out there, though.
No, that's true. I don't know. I think I vote no. It just feels bad.
What do you think, Randy?
I was gonna say I'm exempt because I steered us wrong last time.
I know. I was just going to say the opposite of what you said.
So I hold the power. Well, so far this category they've alternated.
I know. That's what I'm looking
That's
at.
why
too.
I'm like I want to go yes.
Yeah, I do too. For that, like literally that exact same reason.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like some bozo would name a disc a fleet.
All right. Based on your logic, I'm willing to be okay with it, even though I say no.
I will take all the credit either way.
Beautiful.
All right.
So we're going yes.
Well, I'm confused because Jaimen said he was going to do the opposite of what Randy does.
Oh
Is that
yeah, but then he
still the
agreed with
case,
me.
or did he amend his
He
opinion?
broke his oath.
Yeah, but then he backed up with the same logic that I had. So yeah, let's just go with yes. I don't want to overthink this.
So you're going yes?
Yes.
I'm sorry, no.
Damn it.
Oh,
Final question for Ace. If you get it wrong, they have a chance to tie. A command used to activate the transporter on Star Trek, what verb normally means to fill with vigor? A command used to activate the transporter on Star Trek, what verb normally means to fill with vigor?
All right, give me a chance. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Okay, what does vigor mean?
It's the stuff you mix with baking soda to make a volcano.
Oh, yes. Is that what the kids are calling it? I don't know. Fire. You guys take it away.
I was going to go with energize. Alex is muted.
I was talking that whole time. I let Corey do his thing, and people seem to be responding to me. Energize, yes. It's
Yes.
absolutely energize.
Oh, yeah, energize.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Is the Energize a disc?
Yeah,
is
the
a
Kevin
disc.
Jones disc.
Okay, I believe it.
Wait, what's the Kevin Jones disc called?
Energize.
Okay. Never heard of it.
It doesn't matter. We've locked it in at this
Yeah,
point.
that's true. I go with Corey.
I'm sorry, no. Energize. Yeah, I was double checking because Corey was all
He was so
very
confident about it.
it's definitely not a Kevin Jones.
Oh, you just made that up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you still
No,
won
what
10
the
to
heck?
7.
There's an energy, but not an energize.
Oh.
Hmm.
So was that just a category of questions Corey got wrong before?
No, it was Star Trek again.
Yeah, engine, data, beam, bones, fleet, and energize.
Oh, Bones. Gotcha.
yeah.
Dr. McCoy. Okay.
Yeah.
What was category 2?
Category 2 was cell phone companies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we did
Boost,
figure that one
Sprint,
out, Corey.
Reach Mobile, Mint Mobile, Metro PCS, and Cricket Wireless.
Okay, all right.
I basically built another Star Trek category around Corey's need for bones being an
It's
answer.
top tier
Nice.
trivia.
That's awesome.
ding.
1,000 rated trivia.
Yeah.
Brian Heller sent me a message literally while we were recording last Monday about a category that I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will tell him that The reason I can't do it is because a couple of the discs that he had suggested I've already used in the last like calendar year. So I might use it down the line, but I can't use it anytime soon.
Or it needs a slight revision.
The reason I'm doing it on the podcast is I do appreciate people sending me category ideas. I just can't use that specifically. He was stuck inside with the cold, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before, because of the ice and shit. So he was like, I'm stuck in the house. So here I came up with this idea for a category. Anybody else have anything?
If you're going to the Cosmic Open,
What's the Cosmic Open?
A tier at Maple Hill. Registration for that opens on Saturday. That's all I got.
So next week there's 2 New England team challenges. And then the week after is the final actual week of New York team challenge. Is that correct?
Yeah, the 8th.
Yep.
I mean, I'm done already, so I don't know what you guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, our match coming up is at Wilcox, and yesterday I went there for the first time ever.
Oh, nice.
It was not the best situation to go to.
It was possibly icier than Thatcher.
Ooh, no, that's way worse.
That's a rough course to play while it's icy.
And some of those holes, what was the hole, Tim? Hole 12?
Hole 12.
You guys know this hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the basket's on that little hill by that tree.
My disc hit probably 4 feet from the pin. I walk up, it's probably 35 feet down the hill, which wasn't that bad. And then I proceeded to 5-putt as it slid down every single time. And every time went a little bit further until finally it landed on Evan's disc. And that's what kept me up.
That's the only way he finished the hole with an 8. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
You got to go for that Firebird spike. That's how you park them.
Randy, I was telling him about it.
Oh, my God.
Wait, Randy, I took an 11 speed and forehanded it into the ground, and it still skipped up and rolled back down the hill.
Ooh.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Who all played in that?
Tim and I got there at 8:30 and played the red tees for a tag match. Tim beat me by 5 strokes. And then
Even after hole 12.
and then we did even including his +5 on hole 12, he still beat me. But I'd never been there. And then our second round, it was the 2 of us. We got joined by Branden Cline, Josh Lee, Dennis Daly, and Tim Martino. And we had a big 6-man tag match. And we did the back 9 reds and the South Hatchet reds.
And Evan played way better.
Way better.
And I see a couple 7 from Noodle Arm Branden Cline.
Well, he had a rough day.
Mm.
He lost his favorite disc, and that kind of sent him down the spiral until he found it.
So I look forward to going back to Wilcox sometime when it's like warmer and not a sheet of ice.
That's the 8th?
Yeah.
Yep, correct.
Okay. So
The Wilcox warm-ups happening May 17th
Oh, nice.
and 18th, so that's something.
what's that?
Yeah.
B tier at Wilcox, and that's about all the information I have.
More than that. All right. So thank you, Jason, Jaimen, Alex, Corey, Randy, Evan, Tim, Kristen, and Mikey Bottlez, and Sweet Up Hudson Valley.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, everybody. Any birthdays or anything that I forget?
Somebody's birthday recently, wasn't
Greg Hill, maybe.
it? Greg Hill. That's awesome.
Happy birthday, Greg Hill. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Can I give a shout out to Dustin Marr since he got pissed I didn't mention him last week?
Is that your 3-disc friend?
That's one of them who's actually now like into disc golf, so he has his own bag and everything. He lives down in South Carolina now. He texted me, he's like, 2 hours of talking, you couldn't mention me once? So,
What's his name?
Dustin Marr,
M-A-R?
Maher.
Oh, like Bill.
So yeah, I got that text message sometime last week.
I will say, though, that I would not have found any of those recordings. Like, it'd be cool if I could find these clips for when this stuff happened, but
Yeah, shout out Tim's memory.
Absolutely.
And Tim, do you want to share? You told me what your wife's reaction was when she listened to you on the pod.
Actually, she gave me shit about it tonight again. She's like, I say these things to you all the time. You can't remember shit, but you can remember what disc and what angle you threw it on from 4.5 years ago. Yep.
Love it. Love it.
We got a little bit of that tonight too. So